All right, so I'm in the parking lot of the Sam Houston, what do you call it, statue thing. I went to it. It was too loud and too windy to do a video out there, but I was hiking today, but it's close to us. So I started right over here. This is Trailhead 7 right there, okay? And the blue line is, oh boy, we're gonna get stuck here. The blue line, come on now. The blue line, there we go, I think that might work. The blue line is the actual trail, but I actually went on the wrong one. I went on the red one, and then I realized, oops, I'm going the wrong way, then went up this trail, and then went on the green one, or the blue one. And I made it all the way here to the dam, and insert here. All right, so we're kind of at the end of the trail today, and basically, we're gonna come out here. It's gonna be a lake, but let's do this. You know, is this a new house, or the windows sort of look somewhat newish? Are they? But anyways, we're kind of at the end of the trail here, or at least what I wanted to do for today. It's a pretty short little trail. It took about an hour, less than an hour to get here, even though I kind of took a little long cut. I kind of went on the wrong trail for a bit and had to reconnect somewhere else, but I think I'll put this in the middle, so I think that's already been announced. But I do want to come out here because it is a sort of housing development. It's a big lake. We'll see on the map and everything, but it's a pretty big settlement up here. Although we might get, it'll be another couple of minutes to get there. So we're actually here at the lake. There's a little dam or runoff area here. And we'll get around to it. I kind of want to cross the dam because, well, we'll see how we can cross it or not. This is technically private property, so you're not supposed to be like camping here. You can kind of walk through or whatever, but, oh boy, this is wet, you know. So yeah, it's a nice scenic little place. You know, you can kind of cross here, and as long as we're walking through, I don't think it should be an issue. Well, see, this is our problem here, is oftentimes it's very difficult to pass because it rained in the last couple of days, and as you can see, this is often very dry, you know. This is a small little lake, what, 5-10 acres? Well, it might go, there's another one behind it, I think, as well, but this is basically it. I've been here before where it's basically totally dry. Now, you know, they probably should have put some little blocks there that you could hop on, but they don't have that. I guess you could walk through like there, you know, but today we're just gonna be just not camping out here for too long. We're just gonna turn around and kind of go away and go back that way. So that's basically it. You know, it'd be nice if I had the whole lake to myself, right? And, you know, I didn't have to deal with, you know, blowers and neighbors and everything. That'd be a scenic. It's maybe a little too small of a lake for like recreational kayaking or something, but, you know, nice scenic place. And, so anyways, all right. Okay, so now that we saw that, I basically hiked all the way back, and that was basically it. And then I drove out here to the visitor center for the Sam Houston. It's a plaster thing. It's nothing too serious. You know, it's a shame, you know, Sam Houston makes this place and then he gets some shitty plaster statue. It's like, I don't know, it could be one of those awesome North Korean ones, like of copper or whatever. You could have like a big statue of that, you know, instead of some crappy plaster. But anyways, So what was I going to talk? Right, so you have this little development up here. This is one lake. We saw to the end of that. There's another lake, but in fact, there is an even bigger lake. Oh boy. This is the lake. This is what we're talking about here. Can we not have this here? Thank you. Good Lord. So this is basically it right here. We saw this lake. There was one behind it, but there's an even bigger one behind it. Now, I actually looked up and saw, oh, is there a good place to live? Oh, no, it's just some boomer golf thing. If we look at the satellite imagery, we'll see. They do have an Olympic-sized pool, 50 meters. They actually have multiple pools. They have one here. This is the Olympic-sized pool. It's 50 meters. You can measure it yourself if you want. There's another pool. There's another clubhouse pool over here. It's a kind of little dipping pool. Both of these are, of course, oh, good Lord. Both of these are open only, you know, from May to September. That kind of nonsense. So let's have an Olympic-sized pool open only not even half the year, only in the summers. Okay. It's amazing to me that people spend so much money on the infrastructure. And we saw I don't actually know if this big lake is part of the smaller lakes. You know, it doesn't matter. The principle is that, you know, that's an even more impressive lake there, you know? And you have 2 giant pools and you can use them for 3 months. Okay. I know you have to pay like hundreds of dollars for the golf fees and everything else. And it's like, why do these boomers like golf all day long, right? Like, what's up with golf, you know? And I'm sure it's leaf blowers and blah, blah, blah. You know, MBT lawn specialist. Oh, it's a repeat of what we did last time with the other. Yeah, isn't it? So let's see if we look at the lawn specialists. What exactly will there be here? Are there leaf or photos? Let's do that. This is live. I haven't seen this one yet. Oh, this one might. Right. Well, I mean, they have every contraption here. There's a riding mower. There's a hedger. Okay, so, I mean, I'm right. Okay, those make noise too. But we will now. Let's find a leaf blower. Let's find a leaf blower. And we found it. And we found it. This is MBT Lawn Specialist 8 years ago. She's looking all pretty with her leaf blower, causing all sorts of auditory pain to everybody within a mile. And again, she's just blowing at nothing in particular, but just gravel. We need more dust in the air, you know? And we need to pay lots of money for it. So again, this is the shithole that we find ourselves in. That again, look at her. Look at her. She's so proud of the noise she's making. So proud of it. You know? So proud of the sterile lawns that ruin my will to live because everything is so goddamn loud. But anyways, so again, this person who ruins everybody else's quiet lives on a lake here, and I'm sure everyone else is doing it here too. It's like, what's the point of having a relatively secluded place? Now, it is close to the highway. You can hear it half a mile away, so that sucks too. But again, the principle is, it's a nice, relatively secluded place, and let's make leaf blower noise all day long. Because nothing says, you know, calm, serene environment like a leaf blower blowing dust. Again, it's just so obnoxious. But anyways, today was a relatively fine day. Now, let's go back to the map. Let's go back to the Maprica. So what you can also see here is this is not my usual type of map. I use Maprica, but it's not the trail map for it. And the reason is that there's a lot of other trails here. Now, this was actually closed for a few years as they were building out some of these trails. The blue one is the hiking-only trail, but the other ones, including the one I went on and started on, those are biking trails. You can do a lot of other stuff. And because of the lots of twists and turns in the trails, the bottom one, as we can see here, is 3 miles. The top one is 3 miles or something like that. Well, what about North Loop? North loop is 4.5 miles. Now, I don't know if that includes the inner loop. But this is, you know, this was an hour there, really less than an hour. So it's a little, about 3 miles there, 3 miles back. This is a little more serious. So I'm going to have to come out here sometime and do all of this. You know, I've done this before, but they've actually finished everything. It's really good. I'll probably actually go to Huntsville State Park. I still have a pass for that. It's right here. I haven't actually used it this year. It would have made sense to not renew it. I probably used it less than it would have been right. But anyways, doesn't really matter. The point is we can we can get in the park somewhere here. Yeah, here's the road, and then park somewhere here, and then go here to the National Forest, right? And then just go on the other trails. Now, again, getting out to the National Forest, that's maybe a mile. And then to get on the big loops, that's 3 miles, another 3 miles, plus another 2 miles for that. That adds up. That's about 3-4 hours, which is fine. We've done that before. It's just, I kind of had a very casual thing today where I came out here at 3 and really got back at 5. So, well worth it, even with a little bit more noise from, I did hear some chainsaws, and I didn't hear any leaf blowers. But again, it's just the general principle that over here, you know, in these areas, you literally have people who have a company around leaf blower usage. I'm sure they're going to leaf blower everything in their place, and they're going to leaf blower, you know, around this area, their own place, their neighbor's place. And this is, it's insane that this is acceptable. It really is insane. That again, you can't even say, oh, well, you know, maybe I can move out here and, oh, I'll buy a house, a lake house, and, oh, it'll be nice and quiet. It's like, nope, you're living next to lawn specialist leaf blower man who's probably got a contract to, you know, leaf blow the curb at 1 a.m. Yeah, we'll put that video up. Oh, dear Lord, you know. I don't think it was at night and the lighting wasn't the best, but there's a giant tube, like a big macaroni tube, coming out of the ass of the truck, you know? And it's like, 1 a.m., 1 fucking a.m. You're blowing leaf blowers from a truck, a specialized truck that has that. If I ever see this in the during the day, and I've seen them doing it during the day. Now, there's also actual golf carts, because this gets very confusing. In the leaf blowerlands, you actually have little golf carts that have leaf blowers attached to them on the trails. Not to be confused with actual trucks on the road with giant macaroni tubes blowing things. Not to be confused with the street sweeper machines that you can hear for 3 hours every other month. Okay, these are all 3 noise-making machines that do similar things, drive me insane. Okay, but I'm gonna have to take it, if those trucks are going during the day, I'm just gonna have to like hunt them down and take a better picture of it. Because it didn't really come across, especially because they turned the blower off when I got close, that there is a big macaroni tube coming out the ass of the truck. It's not the exhaust of the tailpipe. There is an actual giant black macaroni tube. Okay. But that's the insanity of this, is that a place called the Woodlands is leaf blowing at 1 fucking a.m. out of a truck. And then if you want to move out to, this really isn't even the middle of nowhere anymore, but even if you want to move out to a place like this, you literally have people who have no problem, apparently, with leaf blower usage all day long. And hey, we have some golf courses which need leaf blowing, and we have pools, our amazing amenities that are usable, you know, 3 months of the year. Ridiculous. Yeah, that truck should be just not allowed here either. So anyways, yeah, that's just the reality of it is, ooh, I'll buy a house in a nestled lake community. And it's like, well, you're living right next to the assholes causing all the noise and making money off of it. So you know it's not banned there, and everybody has manicured lawns there too, so, ugh. Modernity is just very obnoxious, you know? Anyways, I think that's about it. You know. So, oh, I don't even want to get in. The pool, the gym update. So they're renovating everything. It's a mess. Now they're shutting down the indoor pools. The outdoor pools are too cold. It's like, what do you people have left? You have like a jacuzzi, and every other day there's an asshole in there who's playing his speakerphone on his TV or something because I don't want to buy earbuds. You know, Whistling Wally hasn't been seen in months, so that's good. The guy who just literally bought Bluetooth speakers in to play in the jacuzzi, so everyone could hear his wonderful 80s racket selection. Good Lord. But now you have people just casually coming in and just playing their speakerphone on their phones. You know, they're listening to something. It's like, buy your fucking earbuds. How is this so complicated? Like, stop being a rude pig, you know? Jesus Christ. So, again, unless you literally buy 20,000 acres, you know, somewhere, and you build something in the middle of it and have, like, I don't know, lasers shooting down loud airplanes and, you know, shooting at leaf blower trucks, you know, then, ooh, is that a hawk? No, it's a pigeon type thing. It's not that exciting. Pigeon, or a hawk food, maybe. Anyways, yeah, it's just, how is this complicated? Let's have a year-round pool. Everyone gets to run 6-minute miles. Everyone has to. It's obligatory. You know, you don't have to pay to use the golf course. There won't be a golf course. You know, it's boring. But no, there are no fees for using any of the facilities. You just have to run a 6-minute mile. That's it. It's like if you run 6 minutes, it's free. If you run 7 minutes, it's like $100, right? And then it's like you can't even run 8-minute mile. Sorry, you're not even allowed in. Sorry, it's just not. No, sorry, no fats. Ugh. So, anyways, one can always dream for a better world, but you know, it's just the noise. It's obnoxious. Anyways, I think that's it for now, and yeah, we'll there's still some, the eastern half of the trail is a little more quieter, because this is, like, they built the freeway here in the 60s before the state park and the national forest here, so that's kind of ruined everything. But I think the trailheads that are closer to Lake Livingston are a little bit better. You know, we also might go out to Lake Livingston. I haven't been out there since COVID. You know, I remember when they shut everything down, they shut the state parks down for a week, which was the most ridiculous thing ever. But I remember the pool was closed, so I came out in like April to swimming Lake Livingston, and it was like 55 degrees or 60 degrees or something ridiculously cold, and I was in there for 20 minutes. It was like the coldest thing. I was in there with my Speedo. I was like the only person in the park, or one of the few people, and it was just, I was definitely the only person swimming there. It was insanely cold. But I had not swum for a month, and I was like, nope, I'm swimming here. 20 minutes in freezing cold water, I'll do it. And so I did. Anyways, what's my point? So yeah, we might go out there, because I don't know if there's a connector to Lake Livingston. It's whatever, we'll figure it out. There's also other little trails here we can do. It's fun. So that's gonna be it for now.